Okay, in this part, we are going to learn about how these fill in blanks questions comes under multiplications. So you might have seen these type of questions at school, and this is one of the questions which was asked from me, from one of my year 5 students, Aleena. And these are some questions which she got already, and these are two questions which I made up. In case if we get now here, all these questions are like the top number is not given, where the bottom number is given. And these are questions when the top number is given, but multiplied by how much is not given. How are we going to do something like that? Yeah. So what I always say to my students is, come on, let's write it down in an easy way. Okay. So what is this? 7 and times by 7 with a something. I'm not going to think about it as 7 with a something. I'm going to think about that whole thing I don't know. Okay. So let me write it down. So now here, this is something like 7 with something here. I don't know what that value is. Multiplied by, how much are they saying? 8 is equal to, they are saying me it is 624. Okay. Pretty much a little bit to think about it, right? Let's try to figure out what we should do to find it. I'm a person who likes 5 and 3. Yeah. Let's think about it like 5 times 3. How much is 5 times 3? 5 times 3 is a 15, right? Let's say that this 5 was not given. This 5 was not given. How should I use this 15 and 3 to find the value of this? So I know this should be a 5, right? 15 and 3. What should I do to 15 and 3 to get 5? Yeah. 15 divided by 3. How many 3's can go into 15? 5. Boom, we get the number here. So that means if I take this number, divide by this number, should give me the value here. Am I right? Yeah. So let's do that. So 624 divided by 8. 624 divided by 8. How many 8's can go into a 6? Yeah, that's a 0. Left over 6. How many 8's can go into a 62? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64 can't do it. So 56, that's a 7. So then 62 take away that 56 would give you a 6 left over. Again, how many 8's can go into 64? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. That's a 8. 78. So what should this be? This should be a 78. So the blank which we are trying to find is a 8. So in short summary, yeah, if you know the last number and if you know the number before that, to find what this value is, what should we do? The answer divide by the number before will give you the first number. Yeah. So let's do the same here. So what should I do? This 927 divide by 9 to get the number up here, right? So let's do it together. 927 divided by 9. How many 9's can go into a 9? 1. How many 9's can go into a 2? 0. And then left over is a 2. And then how many 9's can go into a 27? 9, 18, 27. That's a 3. 1, 0, 3. 1 is given. 0 is not given. 3 is given. So what should this be? a 0. Alright, so let's do this one. What should I do to get the number up here? The bottom number divide by the second number. Okay, 2, 4, 4, 0 divide by 8. Okay, how many 8s can go into 2? Obviously nothing. That's a 0 left over. 2 goes to the neighbor. Now it's a 24. How many 2s can go into a 8s can go into a 24? 8, 16, 24. That's a 3, nothing left over. How many 8s can go into a 4? That's a 0 left over 4. How many 8s can go into a 40? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. That's a 5. So what is this? 305. 3 is given, 0 is not given, 5 is given. So this should definitely be a 0. You understand it? Okay, the next questions. The second number is not given. Again, I am going to understand what I should do using my easy trick. What is my easy trick? Always think about 5 and 3. Yeah? 5 and 3 makes your life happy. Okay? Yeah, so let's think about it. Now this is a multiplication question. So I will think about like 5 times 3 equals 15. We know that. But here the question is 3 is not given. Second number is not given. When the second number is not given, to find that second number, what should I do? With 15 and 5, because 15 and 5 is given to me. The second number is the number which is not given. 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is a 3. And 3 is the number which I want. So even here, when the second number is not given, what you should do? The answer divided by the first number gives you the second number. Yeah. So we have to do the answer divided by the first number. But the problem again is answer divided by the first number. First number is really huge, right? So then what should I do? That's why we know something called simplification. Yeah? Give me a moment. I'm getting a small call. I'll just answer it and come. Alright, sorry, thank you for waiting. So now what should I do for these questions? Now this is a little bit ahead from your age. So learning this will be like make you like, ooh, I'm the genius in the school. Yeah. So what should we do? We do simplification. Simplification means what? 2256 and we divide it by 564. We write it like a fraction and then we start to simplify by easy numbers. I can divide both of them by 2 timetables. 2 timetables 1 will be 2, 2 timetables 1 will be 2, 2 timetables 2 will be a 5, 1 left over goes to the neighbor, 2 timetables this 16 will be a 8. Write this down here, it will be a 2 timetables 2. How many 2's can go into a 5? 2 left over 1. How many 2's can go into a 16? 8. How many 2's can go into a 4? That's a 2. If you don't understand this part, don't worry. For year 5, you are not required to know it. But knowing it to make you more better. Now this and this number both were even. That's why I cut it and I'm going to divide it by 2 again. How many 2's can go into a 1? None. That 1 goes to the neighbor. How many 2's can go into a 11? That's a 5 left over 2. 1. How many 2's can go into a 12? 6. How many 2's can go into a 8? That's a 4. Down here, how many 2's can go into a 2? 1. How many 2's can go into a 4? 8. 4. How many 2's can go into a 2? 1. I know both these numbers can get divided by 3 timetables. How many 3's can go into a, let me write it in a different way. How many 3's can go into a 5? 1 left over 2. How many 3's can go into a 26? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. That's a 8 left over 2. How many 3's can go into 24? Again a 8. How many 3's can go into a 14? That's a 3, which is, no, 4, which is 12. Left over 2. How many 3's can go into a 47? 21, that's a 47. Okay, and then you have to work out what's going to be the next one. Actually, if you know your 47 timetables, it's going to be 47. Then the next one is going to be a 94. And then the next one is going to be a 1 and a 4 comes here, sorry. And the 4 comes down here. And then, what is it going to be? 3. 131, and the next one is 188. 188. 47 times 1 and 47 times 4. So the answer here would be a 4. I know it was a bit hard question. Or you can always think 4 something times 4 is making a 6. What is that? 4 timetable 6 comes under 4 times 4. Yeah. And this one is an easy one. That's easy. What should I do? 180 divided by 50. Okay. 180 and a 50. I can divide both of them by 3 timetables. This will be a 6 and a 0. This will be a 5. 60 divided by 5. 60 divided by 5 is how many 5s can go into a 6? 1 left over 2. 1. How many 5s can go into a 10? That's a 2. 12. Here the 2 is there, 1 is not there. So this should be a 1. Yeah. So I know that the last one was okay. The one before was a bit hard. It's a hard question. Yeah. So when you are doing it, when you're doing it, if you find it hard, that's okay. Don't worry. More you know your timetables, more you get fluent with it, you will eventually find it easy. This one was easy. But anyway, our school is asking this type of questions, right? Easy ones. What is it? Always like divide it with the 8, divide it with the 9. So you know how the division of 8s, 9s and all those small numbers work. So you should find these questions much more easy. Alrighty. I hope that it made a lot of sense to you.